quick, you mentioned something, Mr. Secretary, in your opening comments about private companies making private investments in our defense. I assume they're getting compensated for the investment. When you say private investment, are you suggesting companies are making investments for which they will not be compensated?
Yes, I am, Congressman.
Why would they do that?
Because we're turning it, it's the right question, because we've done it one way for years and years and gotten the same results. So this is changing the paradigm. Companies now know we're going to give them orders for 5 to 7 years on exclusive munitions in exchange for them paying for capitalization of their own plants. We used to pay for them to build their plants and then buy the munitions from them. So now, because they know they got consistent income.
But they are. No, I appreciate what you're saying. They're upfronting
the
costs.
The primes are now paying for their own plants and equipment. That is a brand new paradigm. The taxpayer's not paying for it. That's $50 billion of value that you don't have to appropriate because the companies are paying for it themselves.
And the companies will not get compensated. They're going to make that as a charitable contribution to the United States government.
Their compensation is long lead times of munitions that they will produce and we will pay for in the future, but we don't have to build the factory.
Just to be clear.
This is how private business works.
Reclaiming my time. I just want to be clear. Wait,
build
Mr.
their own
Secretary,
factories.
I appreciate what you're saying, but let's be honest. They're going to get compensated. Look, I'm for that, and I appreciate what you're saying in terms of lead time and dependability and reliability of funding, but let's be clear. I want to switch topics if I can for a second. There's been much reported about the president's trip to China, and I appreciate, again, my colleagues who have raised Indo-PACOM and its defense. There are weapons sales which have been on hold that the president has not authorized to Taiwan, and I wonder if you could give me an update, either Ms. Secretary or General Kane, on what the status of those weapon sales are at this point.
I just want to say that the primes will be paying for those factories out of their own pocket, not the department's money or the taxpayers' money, which is a sea change, which is why I think this budget
They're going to get a return on their investment, which, by the way, this is America.
We welcome a return on investment.
Yes, I understand, but they're not paying for it out of their pocket and not getting compensated. But anyway, could you answer my question about Taiwan?
Buildings cost money, and if we're giving them $2 billion to build the factory, that's taxpayer money. If they're using it out of their own hide, that's $2 billion saved for the American people that then we can appropriate toward munitions that we pay for in the future. I know it's difficult to grasp.
It's not
but
difficult
what happens
to grasp,
when businessmen take control of a department.
It's a different way of getting to the same place. You're going to pay for it, the United States. And look, we ought to. They're building things for us. But to suggest that somehow they're making an investment that they're not going to get compensated through sales is just, it's honestly kind of ridiculous.
We used to pay for the building, too, and then pay for the sales. And now we're paying for the sales, but not the building, which I think is a good...
And they're not embedding that in the price of the things that they're selling to us. The capitalization, the CapEx that they're putting into it, they're going to get back. Look, I don't know why we're even arguing about it.
They're paying for it.